Hey, it's me, Impure Death here. I'm going to make you guys a tutorial again, which you might have been looking forward to. A lot of has changed since last time I made a tutorial. Let's first go into the objects that are new, which you might have seen if you're into tutorial stuff. There's new Valentine stuff like this lovely umbrella and all these stupid candles and whatever, and a small red window which you cannot change the color of, which is sad, because if you could change the color of this one, I could make my house, I could give my own tribe house another room basically, which too bad now it can't be done. Okay, well, I'm gonna remove that shit, and I'm gonna start off with a simple thing, cause people want to know more tricks, and I think I know a few. Okay, the first one was really simple, and for that I will have to start up Word first, so I can change the values on objects. Let me do that. I've now opened Word, which is, yeah, this so known and common, so yeah, you already know what Word is. Okay, so the first thing someone asked me was how to make cloud touchable, or how to make it so you can walk on cloud. Okay, so here I have made a ground, and you want to walk on this ground, so I'm just going to use invisible ground to make you walk, be able to walk on it. So let me put it a bit down, make this 90 degrees, yeah, 90 degrees, and make L, which is the length, the highest possible, which is 3000, and this as thin as 44. So you make the height 44. Why did I do the 90 degrees? Well, it's easier if you do it beforehand, and I should have probably used dirt, because there's a collision mask above the ground here. I'll show you that soon. Okay, don't make it dynamic, which I just failed at, and make the rotation 666 so you can recognize it in the coding. So here I'm gonna load it. Here you can see here's the 666 I pointed out, and you just change this to 8999910. And now if you load the map and place the mice spawn here, and it's probably a bit above it, so you have to fine tune it. And yeah, you can see I can climb against the cloud ground. I have a map that uses this only. Instead of having cloud grounds, I use something else. So let me find that map. Here it is. So I use the same tactic in this map, only this is made with backgrounds. And it looks pretty neat, I guess. You have some chocolate here, and it looks really like a comic. Okay, so that's the first one. Secondly, how I made a bouncy ground which doesn't bounce you up high when you touch it, but when you wait on it. So let's get on with that. So first, I think I'll use earth for this example. You get a ground. You probably place the stuff under here, under this ground or screen, or hide it in any other way, because it might not look that pretty. So now let's put some cloud here so it doesn't fall off, and put a cloud here, and put a cloud above. So yeah, so it can't fall out now. So now it's, well, yeah, it's not dynamic yet. So let's make this really heavy, and don't forget fixed rotation. It's really important to add that. Now let's get an earth ground again. Make it 30 by 30, for example. You can make it smaller. It can be 10 by 10, but I like to make it 30 by 30. Give it a 45-degree angle, and also make it dynamic, the heaviest possible, and fixed rotation. Now you simply yeah, let me put a roof on here so I don't die when I'm testing, and put a mice thingy here. And now you basically put trampoline ground, so we can fine tune it. So I'll show you how to fine tune it. So if correct, now it's really basic and not strong enough to do anything. So let's make this the restitution higher, and then it should work. It should push me up quite a bit higher now, and you can make it even higher, which I'll just put it a bit. I put this ground a bit more above, so the time between the bouncy thingies is smaller. So this is not efficient, so of course I have to probably make it lower now. I see I made it 42. That's not good. I guess this is good enough. Now you can see I go up the same height every time, so you can use this for racing types of maps. Let me find the code. I think I have a map with it recently. Let me see if I can find it. So I can see you the practical use, show you the practical use of it. Yeah, here's the map, which basically uses this, and I'm gonna load it. And I have to copy it because it's permanent. So here it has the same thingies in the ground, and it bounces you up, and you get a really nice gameplay aspect. Now to this third thing I want to show you, which is what someone asked me in the thread, I think. It was like a thing you had to push, and then what happened is the ground next to it went up. So I made an example map because I had no clue how to do it, because I never did that before. But I came up with this, which is currently okay. You have to imagine this is above the screen. It doesn't have to be on the screen, and this is on the screen. So for now I made it in one thing so you can see it. And above here there's a ground for Ripe's glitch. I'll explain what it all does. I think you can look at this schematic if you don't know how to make it. So basically what this is, you push this ground, which is connected to Ripe's glitch with this one above here, the 90-degree one, which is connected to this one, which is then connected to the one which has a slight angle. This platform is connected to that ice. You can see that. Yeah, it went up. That ice up there with the water is actually chocolate, and the water is pushing it up, and it's IM, so you can see the mass is infinite. And if you don't know how to make infinite mass, then you need to watch my first video which shows it. So that's not really difficult, I guess. So now I'll show you what it does. You push this one, which then pushes that one, and you can change the friction so it doesn't go up that quickly. So let me do that. Let me make the friction 1 and push it and see what it does. And when you push it back, it goes back down, and it goes back up, and it goes back down, which is not really hard. It's just you just push it, and yeah, it has some mass problems. I have to change the mass on this, but this is basically the explanation how to make this. And if you want to know how to connect these, so this is 90 degrees, then you can see this is connected with Ripe's glitch. This is all connected with each other, and because you don't want everything to be on the screen, you change the rotation to 90 degrees and connect it through air. And I put these grounds here so this one doesn't fall off, this one can't be pushed too much to the right, and you probably want to place a ground here to stop the ice. So let me try this for a second. I don't know, I have not tested yet. I think I have to put it a bit towards the right. Yeah, I should test things before I make them. So now you see that if I push that ground, it goes up. It also goes up when I push it here. But if it's really heavy, then it won't work. For now, it's just the same weight as like a balloon, maybe like even lighter. So yeah, that's that now. maybe you want to place this off screen, so you've placed this off screen. Imagine you place this off screen and you don't want people to see it. So now I have a thing for you so you can cover it up. So here you have a background. Yeah, you see the background. And you see this color code. You're gonna make this 666 again, and we're gonna copy the map to clipboard and load it here. So now you see the 666, and you see C equals 666. What you do with this is you copy or you select it and then remove it. You just remove it. Now you copy the code back and you load it back into the game. So now you can see the ground has gone gray and doesn't have a color. What you do now is you make it foreground and place it here. The only problem with this is that foreground objects don't appear in front of water, so what happens is you still see water. But as you can see, the foreground is in front of all the grounds, and if I push this thing, it should still work. Yep, and it still shut up. Shut up. Okay, so now you can cover whatever you want with this. So yeah, that's also that. Let's see, what do I have more? Okay, I've been thinking, and let's see. The things people have been asking me a lot is how to move a map around, which is not really difficult. You press the space bar on your keyboard, which is that the biggest bar in your keyboard, like the thing that is like 9 wide. So space, really wide. Okay, get it? You press that, and then you see this cursor, this finger thingy. You click something, and you drag it around. You drag it around. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have been asking me, and how you go back is see the left top thing in your keyboard which says escape or esc. You click that, and what happens is you go back to the center of your map, which is fucking awesome. Now you might have noticed that export the map is 5 Gs for me, which is 8 times less than it used to be. This is because if you get a perm map now, a permanent, it can get perm maps easily now, I guess, but if you get a perm map now, or protected is also perm, your map's cost will be 4 Gs less. So you can make perm maps, and then you can make more maps for cheaper, which is awesome, because I'm always out of Gs, and now I'm apparently can make like already 100 maps or something in like a few days, which normally it was like 40 Gs in one day, and now it's like I get 35 Gs more a day, which is like fucking awesome. And maybe I can buy a new item soon, which is neat. And yeah, I don't know if I've showed you stone grounds before and snow grounds. Well, if I haven't, then now you can see they are in the game. Oh man, I'm so. And we have a nice heart balloon. Okay, let me reset this and see if I forgot something, and if I did, then I will tell you. So now I'm back. I loaded one of my maps, which is a shitty ass art map, but because my maps cost 5 Gs, I'm just making it because it's awesome. So this, if you think this is a penguin, then you are wrong. If you know what this is, then you get 10 respect points from me, because if you know this character, then you're fucking awesome. And a lot of people have been asking me how to make art maps or how to do this, and I will not make an art map because I'm too lazy to think of something now and make it, and then everyone gets lazy and they're like, I'm not watching this, go fuck yourself. Sorry for that. But I'm gonna basically remove shit so you can see. So the grounds aren't that difficult, and let me remove them so you can see what is going on. So you see here, these were colored lines, and it's actually really difficult to get really small things, because you have to use a really big background, which this is like a really huge background, and if I remove this, that's like and you need like 2 white grounds to cover it up, and so yeah. We have a background here, background there. You can see there's a lot of layers, so you have to overlay grounds so things don't show up. So like you have this here, you have to put white ground over it so you don't see the stuff in there. And if I remove all these backgrounds, the map will look pretty stupid actually, because yeah, there is nothing. And now I removed the eyes, but okay. As you can see, the map looks pretty stupid now. And if I load it again, you can see its eyes. I did the centering not on purpose because it was looking that way. Actually, I was lazy and didn't want to center it and align it. And yeah, great excuse. The same is for 9cat, which I can show you as well now. Load. For this one, it's also overlaying grounds. As you can see here, I've put like grounds underneath the other one. And I actually want to test something. Let me load it. And also what I use is the difference between Halloween and all the other backgrounds. An Halloween background has a darker ground tone. So if I test this map with a Halloween background, then the dirt will look darker. So if I go back, you see it's light, and if I go into the map, you can see it's dark. I think for this map it's better to be light because the eyes look stupid now. It fits a bit better, I guess. So yeah, that's art maps, and I think that's enough for today. If you have more questions on everything, then you can ask me. If you have questions about the current issue with the bots, which is currently going on in February, is that the sync has changed, and with that, shamans are now always the sync, which means that when you have a bot and you want to play a minigame, which the bot needs to be the sync, and the shaman is always the sync, so he can't be the sync. That's the whole problem. And thus, we can't play minigames anymore in the Tribe House, even though the bot therefore is public. You can watch my other video which explains that. You can see how to make your own bot. Currently it can only load maps and music, but if we do get it back, like the stuff, I've already made a forum thread about it. Let's see if I can find it. You go to suggestions, English, and you go to Tribe House options, and there's one guy who voted no. I'm gonna look who he is, and I'm gonna show that person's profile and say this one is stupid and doesn't know what she's talking or he's talking about, and damn you. Okay? And the other people, you're all awesome. And you can go here and vote for this suggestion. Basically what it means is better stuff for the Tribe House and sync improvement stuff. Other questions, please don't ask me too many questions in game, because I already get spammed by a lot of people. I don't mind, I'm already used to it. But I prefer having it on a certain page or a certain thingy, like making videos for it. You can ask me, like in game, if I should make a tutorial about something, because for now I totally forgot what I was doing. Okay, and let's see if there's any other questions. Ask me on the forums. Yeah.